Yo, yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Power Font, and this will be your Jupiter retrograde in the sign of Gemini tarot reading. On Wednesday, October 9th at 3:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jupiter will begin its retrograde period in the sign of Gemini. Okay, so you have Saturn, Uranus, and Pluto currently retrograde, but Pluto will be going direct very, very soon. So that'll be probably our next reading. So until then, let's see what Jupiter has to offer. We will be using the Rider-Waite-Smith, tarot deck like we do for all retrograde readings, okay? So, let's get started. All right. Okay, here we go. Boom, starting off with Hermit. Okay, he got his wand of inspiration, but it just looks like it's so cold and dark and dingy wherever he is, okay? But Hermit is representative of Virgo in the major arcana. But for this reading, we will be looking for the Lovers, which represents Gemini, and we will be looking for the Wheel of Fortune, which represents Jupiter. But until then, we're going to sit here with this Hermit card. And so, the Hermit is all about enlightenment, okay? And that definitely speaks to Jupiter. Virgo is... I'm trying to figure out the natural aspect in the zodiac wheel. 6, 9, probably 30, 60, 90. Square. Square to Virgo. Virgo is likely square to Sagittarius because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Okay. So, Jupiter is all about higher thinking and knowledge and deep intellect, giving advice, giving counsel, philosophy, teaching, okay? And so that is what the Hermit is going to prepare to do. Gemini is about knowledge or information, okay, as well as communication. But in this instance, Gemini would kind of be like your surface level knowledge, but Jupiter is the deeper knowledge that we are looking for. Like, what is the purpose of life? Okay, where Gemini would be, well, what am I doing today? But Jupiter is indicative of purpose. And so I feel like this Hermit is going to take us deeper into exploring our purpose, okay? We're going to learn some things about our excuse me. I don't know what's happening. This happened last week. Well, not last week, but on Wednesday with the reading. But the Hermit, you're going to have to explore, okay, some closed off aspects of yourself in order to kind of learn more about yourself and your purpose. It's like not what is the purpose of life, but what is my purpose in this life, okay? You might have to seek knowledge. You might have to seek the advice or counsel of someone who is hermit-like. Like, some people might go to, for tarot's sake, some people might go to the Hierophant, okay, and get advice. They might go to the High Priestess and get advice. But when you're going to the Hermit for advice, you're looking for something more higher level, okay? So let's see. And 9 is the rebirth. To be born again. Existence. Your existence, like I just said. And I didn't even see that the Tower card came out in reverse, though. In reverse. 2 majors. Kicking it off. And that's 16. 16, which is 7. God, Source, Spirit, Allah. Okay. I feel like this Tower moment has passed. It's already happened. And like I always say, when you reverse the Tower card, these people are ascending. They aren't falling down. They are rising up. It's like, beam me up, Scotty. Okay? If, like on TV, like if an alien spaceship or whatever came through and beamed you up, you'll be, okay? This is an ascension. That's what you need to be prepared for, because what you find out might be shocking, okay, but exciting, positive, great, okay. It is a good thing. Let me see something real quick. Tower in reverse. Let's see here. Oppression, imprisonment, tyranny. Disgrace, deception, ruin. I feel like that's over. I mean, that doesn't change in what I said. Okay, I'm not gonna just acquiesce to what the book says to make it sound good. All of that is over. It's over. I don't feel like there is anything that you really need to worry about, unless you're being resistant to the knowledge. Like, Jupiter is all about beliefs, but a belief is not a fact. That's what we're reconciling. Beliefs are not facts. That's why Virgo came up. Because when I talk about Virgo, I always say, because I'm a Virgo moon, I'm always like, Virgo's facts. Some people would think it's Capricorn. Capricorn, yes, but they're just like grounded in reality, okay? But Virgo was all about the facts. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, just like Gemini is, okay? And so Virgo says, because Virgo's an earth sign, Virgo says feelings are not facts. Jupiter and likely Sagittarius says that beliefs aren't facts. You can believe something to be true, but that doesn't make it so. You can, like, when you say, I believe so, that means I think so. It means you're unsure. You don't know for sure. There is no confirmation. There is no proof. Okay? And so I think when you go to the Hermit, that's what you're going to find out. That everything that you believed isn't necessarily true. In the Tower is you reconciling that, processing. You have to assimilate that information, and that's what Gemini does. Gemini takes the information that you've learned and it processes it so that you can use it. Okay? So let's see what else. Nine of Swords in reverse. At least I will say all of the quote unquote bad cards, at least they're in reverse, right? Nine of Swords. Like I said, this is you processing, and we just got a 9, right? 2 9s already. Okay? Wake up. awaken to the truth. It's gonna be a little rough. It's gonna be hard to come to grips with, but you'll be fine. Trust me, it's for your greater good. You got to get out of this shallow thinking. You have to be able to think deeper. I know sometimes people don't want to because it might be emotionally overwhelming, but you got to do what you got to do in order to grow and move on and change, okay? But once you process the information, where do we go? What happens then? I told you what you're going to find out. It might be a little shocking. Family secrets might pop up, okay? Things at work, relationships, friendships. But I don't want to say secrets because that's like a scorpionic thing. But it's just like some things that you thought were true. You just going to find out that it's not true. That's all. Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. The freedom that the truth provides. Okay. This is you and your being stuck in your beliefs. Okay. But it came out in reverse. That is the freedom that you will feel once you have gotten over the initial shock of not knowing what was true and what was not. Okay? I'm not going to say your whole life was a lie. Okay? Your purpose isn't cloaked, okay, under the guise of what is the word? Like when your family or someone, they just like tell you what you want to hear. Like you'll usually see this with younger siblings. Like the youngest sibling don't never really know all the family tea. Like they might not know mom cheated on dad all these years ago because they was too young. Okay, but the oldest and the middle child might know, but they don't, they go to school, do what you're supposed to do. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. But the truth shall set you free. I hope I remember that for the title of the reading. Everything in reverse. What is going on? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. And now that you're armed with this new knowledge, this new information, you can move forward, okay, with a ferocity or veracity. It's ferocity with an F. F-E-R, okay, with a ferocity. Ferocious, ferocity, same thing, different tense. But armed with this new knowledge, we are going to enthusiasm, excitement, expanding your knowledge. Okay, well, same thing. Let me see. You know, I'm going to put this here so I can do this. Seven of Cups. Abundance. Usually I say, oh, well, you got your choice. You can do whatever you want. You can choose the treasure, the bay leaf, the snake, the ghost, the woman, and there's the Tower again. But here I think it's just adding to the confusion, making you a little delusional. Yes, this Seven of Cups is a clarifier for the Knight of Swords. Yes, you're moving forward with the swiftness, with the quickness because it is new information, but don't be so quick to kind of ruin someone else's day, like, or ruin their experience. Don't, if you find out something about an aunt or uncle or somebody at work, don't run and tell that to XYZ just so you can burst their bubble. Like, that's not right. That's not why you acquire knowledge. So you can, because what does that do? What does that do for you? What does that do for the other person? What does that do for the person that you are discussing? Nothing. So this new understanding, this new knowledge, you might have to keep it to yourself for a while. Okay? When is this retrograde period end? Dang. I don't have my other book. But let me see. That's December. Let me see. Hold on. Dang. I can just hurry up. I'll be back. Hold on. I keep the updated version in my purse. Okay, this is this year, and this is last year. I always tell y'all to get these. Every year I tell y'all to get these, okay? It's in my Amazon shop, Amazon storefront. Let's see, okay. Jupiter's retrograde period, yep, February 4th at 4:40 a.m., okay? So, it is October, November, December, January. 4 months. 4 is the number. 4 is the number. Okay? 4 is knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, and freedom, way of life. Okay? So, this is information that you may have to hold on to. Sorry. For a while. Maybe not until February, but at least during, like, right before the holidays. If you get into the holidays and you got something you want to, something that you, just hold on to it, because you ain't gonna do nothing but ruin everything, and it's gonna make you look like the bad person, bad guy. But I'm not saying that it's going to be like some family gossip or some tea, or, I mean, I feel like even on a collective global scale, like, we might find out something about our government that we didn't know before, about people in high positions, high places, politicians, celebrities, whatever. It might not be immediate to your environment or universe, you know, like the people around you, family, friends, work, co-workers, blah, 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 blah. But you might have to hold on to this information, because everybody can't handle the truth. You couldn't handle it before. You just finding out yourself. Okay? So think about how you felt when you did the deep dive, when you found out this new knowledge. It was shocking. It was, oh my gosh, what the heck? And you had to take time to process. So you can't just lay that out on somebody. And then also, I feel like some of you, dang, what was I about to say? Maybe I ain't need to say it. Okay, I didn't need to say it because I have no idea. Totally slipped me. Maybe it'll come back. But don't go running off and telling somebody night of swords, guess what I found out? Guess what I found out? Guess what I found out? No. Because it's just going to confuse the other person, and they may not even believe what you have to say. They might be like, whatever. You lying. They just might not believe you. So, I mean, it's not your job to convince anybody. Okay, they got to learn things on their own. It's not for you to pull their eyes back and hold their eyes open and make them see. Okay? That's not your job. It's not your job to reveal the truth. No, it's not. Page of Pentacles. Yes, planting the seed. Bringing in a message about abundance and expansion and blah, 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 blah. You still trying to figure it out yourself. Assimilation isn't something that is, or processing information isn't something that's just like a one night thing. Like, it takes time, okay, to assimilate new information, especially as an adult. Okay, because there's a lot of reconciliation that needs to happen mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay, so don't come in thinking, oh well, try, because this could just be the seed of doubt. And when you try to plant those seeds, because you think, oh well, I'm gonna just say this one little phrase and see what they do with it, see how they take it. Like, they might look at you differently. Okay, they might start to think that you are crazy. Just like when you started watching tarot, they probably thought you was crazy. Like, why is you even watching that? Like, what is the point? Like, they don't understand. They're not going to understand because it's not for them to understand. You can't make nobody understand. I'm a rapper, but I'm still a gorilla. All right, we're headed to the closeout. I would like to see the Wheel of Fortune, though. We got the World, which is Saturn, who is also in retrograde right now. But Saturn retrograde ends... I want to say in like December, because I looked before I even started the reading. November. I told you around the holidays you need to be quiet. Saturn goes direct November 15th. What is that, like a week before Thanksgiving? So, I told you you were ascending, and because this is right under the tower. So once you get there, boom. I'm going to have to cover her up. Look at her face. It's like once you get here, it might be a little lonely at the top. Okay? It might be a little lonely. Maybe that's why you want to share what you have learned with other people, because you want other people to know. But it's not for them to know. But I'm glad you did choose the laurel wreath. Okay? Because that is what is holding you together, your faith. Okay? Your faith. Okay? That everything is going to work out. Things always work out in your favor. Okay? But when you set limits and put boundaries on not just yourself, but your thought process, when you're not like open-minded or when you're unable to think critically, that's where you get that shallow information. That is how people become stagnant. They don't change. Okay? They stay within their limits. Okay? They stay where they're at. And I mean, you can do that too. But I wouldn't suggest it. Because you're going to keep having the same challenges, just new faces, new characters. Taurus, Leo. The fixed signs. Yep. Fixed here, and those are the cardinal, I believe. But we ain't gonna get into that. They usually say they label people as crazy, people who have like a higher level of thinking. You might feel crazy, feeling like it's like, oh my gosh, you don't say you were at a party and party is packed, everybody's having fun, but you in the corner by yourself, just like, oh my gosh, these people have no idea that all their cars got towed because they parked in the wrong spot. I don't want to say nothing because it's going to cause a panic. People going to go crazy. Just like when the longshoremen went on strike. It's over now. It only lasted for a couple of days, thank goodness. But people were panicking, buying toilet paper and paper towels. Stuff that is made in this country. Don't be the person to incite a riot. Okay? I know, like I said, it gets lonely at the top. But that's just what it is sometimes. You might be the only one of your friends that does the spiritual thing. Everybody else, they just go to church or they don't do anything. They just, you might just have a different belief system. And that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't mean that you can't enjoy life, but that's not your purpose. Your purpose is not to be stuck on the it's just not you're not to be stuck. That's why you got the 8 of Swords. How many 9s do we have? 2 9s and okay, just checking. 21. Okay. 10 of Swords. It's not your burden to carry. Okay? This is not the sacrifice that you need to make. It's not your job. It's not your role. It's not your position. Okay? Came out in reverse. Let it go. Let it go. Put the wands down and back away slowly. Back away now. Okay? Because all these wands going to do is catch fire. And we're not dealing with that. Gemini is an air sign. We're not. Yes, Jupiter does rule Sagittarius. But that's not where we're at right now. Maybe we might revisit that during Sagittarius season. But that's not where we're at right now. This is like the rebirth of cool. If you know, you know. All right, last card. And then we're going to close it out. Come on, wheel. It's okay. 3 of Swords. No, it's not about being heartbroken and all of that. Blah, 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 blah. But actually, I think this means something different. Let me see. I just want to make sure. I'll just say that the interpretation is outdated. There's a lot of sexism in some of the meaning of these cards. Given the time that they were created, women didn't have a lot of rights. So, And everything was predicated on her ability to have a spouse. But we're not here to break hearts. We're not here to sever anyone's idea or belief system. We're not here to throw rocks when we too live in a glass house. Okay? We started off with 9 and end up with 3. So I feel like there is a breaking down in order to build up. Because once you have categorized, labeled, and kind of processed, okay, your previous beliefs with this new information, it's going to be a bit of a time to heal for you, because you're going to start putting stuff together. That's why I said it's going to take a process. You don't just run out and tell everybody what you learned, because you're going to look crazy. You're going to look delusional. Okay? You're going to have epiphanies, and you're going to realize, oh, is that why they said this? Is this why they behaved that way? Oh, you're going to start putting things together, threading the needle, okay? You're going to have realizations. You're going to have epiphanies. You're going to get new ideas, new thoughts, okay? You might even communicate differently. But this is not for the faint at heart. The truth is not for everyone, okay? Some people just want to be where they are. Let them stay that way. It's not your job. When it's time for them to know, God, source, Allah, spirit, the divine universe, it's going to happen for them. It might not even happen in the way that it happened for you, but this is for you, okay? Y'all want to do bottom of the deck? I wasn't going to do it, but I think I'm going to do it. Reading going kind of long, but that's because I got up. I was going to change it, but I'm going to just leave it like it is. 2 of Cups. And look at that. Look at that. This is how healing happens, in exchange, okay, of love and affection. Only then, when people feel like they can trust you, they know that you know what you're talking about, only then will there be an opportunity, Jupiter, to exchange or share knowledge, information, and new beliefs. Okay? There has to be a love and a respect for one another. Okay? You have to do it in a very nurturing, loving way. You can't just blurt out whatever and think that people are going to believe you and or understand you. Like, a million people could come across this video. They may not believe or understand anything that I'm talking about, okay? Might not have a clue. So let's look up these. Is it 2 9s? Yes, we're going to look at these 2 9s. That's a 7 and that's an 8. Okay, just want to make sure. No more 10s. Nope. 2 9s, 2 9s. Come on, where are we? Here we go. Receipt. Receipt. Now, 2 things. Receipt could be to actually receive, to bring in. But receipts is proof. Receipts is confirmation. Okay? And that's what you're going to get. Okay? You're going to have, the universe is going to give you the receipts every single time. Okay? Ain't gonna be no doubt about it. Okay? Believe what I say when I tell you. R.I.P. DMX. Alright, y'all. I will see you next time.